Well, that's the next step, is how do you go about changing the curriculum at the university level, teachers college level, where you try to sort of make sure that educators and teachers just...
Well, that's right. You see, that's the thing, that they're often lagging behind. This is a grassroots movement. That's what makes it so exciting. This was not imposed from on high. These were the practicing teachers who could see the impact of the media on young people. And they are the ones that set the agenda. What's unfortunate is often the people who teach in the faculties of ed have been there for 25 years. They weren't doing it in the first wave of media education. They're sure as hell not going to do it now. And some of them are doing it, but they're doing it in such a token way, which means 1 or 2 classes at the most, or they're doing it in a model that we think is largely discredited, that's called the inoculation model. If you learn great aesthetics, you will have great taste, and you will come to hate popular culture and save the world from masterpiece theater.
Great. Now let's focus our attention on this conference. This is what? How many conferences are there?
Well, this is about our 4th. This is the first North American one. It's the first 3-day conference, and it is the biggest conference, you know, in media education, probably in North America.
I was impressed by what I saw here in terms of the focus of a lot of the sessions. They were very practical, very hands-on, and I just want to get your assessment or overall assessment of this conference.
Right. Well, we have had, you know, lots of praises lavished on us, and of course we're sort of on a high, and we're probably, when we sit down and look at the individual evaluations, people will often say, yes, but, you know, and that's very important to hear. Clearly, as a generalization, it has been a great success. And I think if you had a straw vote, if people were being sincere and putting up their hands, you'd probably get 90% saying an outstanding conference. I mean, that's my sense of it. Then they would say, well, out of the, I mean, they had 3 workshops Thursday and Friday, so that's 6 workshops, and 1 today, so that's 7 workshops. Out of that 7, if they got 2 to 3 that were dynamite, that can be absolutely transformative. And if the other ones were so-so, or 1 or 2 that just didn't click, that's not too bad. In many conferences, you're lucky to get 3 out of 7 that you'd say are dynamite. And my sense is, whether it's Judy Posner, Varda Burstein, Susan Cole, Derek DeKirchhoff, whatever, that those workshops were really well received. And then the plenary sessions, and above all the fellowship, you know, the fact that we had an American sitting down beside an Australian, beside a person from the Philippines, BC, beside Nova Scotia and Quebec, meant that there was a real fellowship. And, you know, after Friday night partying, I mean, a lot of people knew each other, and they really had some common concerns and a lot of things to celebrate.
Basically, I think that we'll probably do you interview you and you interview Ken.
Right.
And we went over some of the similar questions.
Sure.
The idea in my mind was just use these as sort of
Yep.
narrative.
Right.
And have them show the whole thing. So if you have anything else you want to add to this?
No, I guess the big challenge is going to be sustain the energy. You see, these are high energy experiences. And the problem often people say is, can you take that, where is it going to be in 2 weeks' time when those mundane things start to wear you down, like the principal, how come I can't get the VCR, you know, I just haven't got time to prepare lessons. So that's what we have to do, is conferences are clearinghouses of information, they're peak experiences, but it's how we going to focus that that's going to make the difference. So interview us in a year's time, and we'll give you the other side.
Well, the other thing that I was going to mention is just my personal observation is that the teachers themselves, if you were participating here, from very varied background and different levels of awareness in terms of they really sound very competent. Some in Europe and perhaps were a bit discouraged at the level
All right.
that was there, but others just simply came to it very. This was the first thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and that's really important for us, that we get different levels of expertise, because then we learn from that. The experts want to go to the next stage. They want to do the complex analysis. The other person just wants to know what to do in day 1, and that's equally as important.